There's only one more chaser. Nobody's this hyped this early. They say I'm on drugs, but my only drug is hip hop. We love this life. It's the Morning Detour on the mighty CKUT 90.3 FM.
The truth about our team, okay? It's a good question, okay? We're not bar fighters. We're not thugs. We're not monkeys. We're not street fighters. This team exemplifies how you need to approach basketball on the court and off the court. And I do think that that's sometimes brought into the game, and it hurts. Okay. And I do think that some of I'm gonna say it because I said I was gonna say it, whether we lost or whether we won. Some of the people in the media, when you're gathering in public, you're saying things about our team, and you're being heard, and it's being brought back to me.
Didn't come this far.
Never had a lot, this is all I need. People never care till it's all I need. Niggas turn their back on me for no good reason. Loyalty is priceless and it's all I need. Can't burn a bridge just to light my way. Lot of 42 on the flights I'm taking. Pouring out my soul and it might sound crazy. Lot of falling outs help me build foundation. Never had a lot, this is all I need. People never care till it's all I be. Niggas turn their back on me for no good reason.
But then that is sad to me. And that's not what I
Never
want.
had a lot, this is all I need. Lost individuals is all I see. Grab the top spot like part of my reach. Woke up one day and it was all on me. If it comes down, it's gonna fall on me. Lot of 42 on the flights I'm taking. Long way down from the heights I'm chasing. Just touched down, I was lights out in Vegas. Girls checking in cause my lifestyle dangerous. Hard to tell people that I'm all out of favors. Call me for songs or they call me for paper. Turning off my phone for the night now, baby. Pouring out my soul and it might sound crazy. Some of my niggas don't love me. We should sit down before shit turns ugly. We should sit down since you said things about me. Never had a lot, this is all. Look, you know how the pagan chit-chat goes. I like R's and V's and O's. I don't really play no tic-tac-toe. Been with chubs through highs and lows. We seen man last night, they froze. Wasn't no cameras, wasn't no pose. Just like that one time at Chella. Good thing man weren't pulling out phones. Stay in big 6'6" with woes. Man start dissing and doing reposts. They do anything except rolls. Still can't see them after it snows. I don't have time for the waste man jokes. Personal thing if I'm getting up close. Loyal to Oaks, I've taken an O. Versace Hotel and I'm taking the robes. Seen them in person, I'm seeing them close. Relaxes and taking control. Take all that shit up with P and his bro. I wish you the best, let me know how it goes. Wanna be free and I wanna let go. Came around and you showed us the most. I know so much shit that I cannot expose. I keep it inside and I laugh on my own. Got all the tea and I'm hotting it up. I need a shade mansion, no room's not enough. You're dropping some shit, but that shit was a bust. They got no direction, they're following us. I come from a city that they never touch. Your man is a goofy and he can get brushed. I can't name a rapper or a girl that I trust. I dream about turning these youths into dust. Yeah. Yeah. Big Scorpion.
What's going on? It's your girl Natasha Marie, and you are plugged into the Morning Detour. I want you to run that tune, Wizzy.
You know how the pagan chit-chat goes. I like R's and V's and O's. I don't really play no tic-tac-toe. Been with rocks through highs and lows. We seen man last night, they froze. Wasn't no cameras, wasn't no pose. Just like that one time at Noble. Good thing man weren't pulling out phones. Think you know me, that's not true. He got ties in West End too. She came over and she got slew. Throwing up 6 like man had flu. I got way too big off views. Back to the basics, I won't lose. They wanna link when they got no tunes. They too worried about selling out shoes. I don't give a fuck about jeans or crap. I'm going to Milan or going to the Met. I just wanna make these songs for the set. I just wanna load that and let that wet. I got so much things in the stash. Pulled up anyone done that clash. Got no sense like Jizz and shh. Big and bad like Lead and shh. Can't do love cause they get too attached. Don't get broke and whip get scratched. I'ma just take my knots and cash. They can never tie me down, that's facts. All that bark but we know he's a cat. I don't really like going tit for tat. I'ma just come like tat tat tat. I'ma just end that there, that's that.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
Montreal, my city. You know how we're doing things. It's the Morning Detour. This is the mighty CKT 90.3 FM. I think we gone to like $44,000+ in the funding drive. We appreciate you. It's like apocalypse now. There are 400,000 people still don't have electricity. Hydro Quebec, what's really good though?
They're slacking on it.
Montreal, my city, she started off as an intern. And then she became the hood correspondent. She was a co-host. She's a podcaster. She's an entrepreneur. She's one of the elite voices in Black culture. I call her the consultant. On this Good Friday, we're going to bestow on her. I should have bought some holy water this morning.
A sword. Do I have to kneel on one knee? I have to kneel down.
We going to make it official. Weezy and Tata, we hosting the Morning Detour now. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. That's all we doing. That's what we doing now.
Y'all can get annoyed with my voice. I'm going to stop saying you know what I mean?
Nah, that's a trademark. That's a trademark. We are beautifully good with that, man. We are beautifully good with that, man. So Montreal, my city, listen, I know a lot of people are in peril right now. Goddamn. This Hydro Quebec thing, you think they'll learn something from 1998? But before we get into it, let's go around the show. In the news, we have some beautiful headlines. Trump is facing some criminal charges. Provincial police finally want to team up with some social workers. I would like to think this was somewhere in a report about 5 years ago, but rather late than never. Quebec is on track to get about 1,000 workers from overseas, from French countries, of course.
For nurses, right?
1,000 is like a drop in the ocean, but I don't know. I think we're missing a zero.
I thought they can't stand immigration right now.
Listen, we'll take the new labor. We'll take the U.S. dollar is under attack. A lot of major countries are not. They're no longer trading with the U.S. dollar. There's like, you know what? We're going to work with the money we have. And preschool's learning from robots. I want to see how you guys feel about that later on in the show. That's what you got this morning.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. For your hip hop and urban news, we got some info on Macklemore saying that him and Eminem are just like guests of the industry. Something that many of us already knew. But it feels good to hear them say it and acknowledge the truth.
Right.
Black China, who formerly known as Black China, currently Angela White has found God and removed her fillers and closed her OnlyFans and encouraging women to do the same. And Rihanna, when she came down and played at the Super Bowl, she paid some guy's mortgage for 2 years straight. I wish that was me.
Her money
2 years straight, money really long. But we got a lot of news for you today.
Well, listen, man, we have the DJ production duo Gold Up. They have about 2.6 million views on YouTube, 7 million streams. They've worked with the dancehall iconic figures Shensia, Busy Signal, Sean Paul. They have a new album out called Introduction. So we're going to have them calling up on the show. We have new albums, Davido, Timeless, Chloe, In Pieces, DJ Drama. I really like that. I'm going to feature that after this first monologue break. And Tyler, the Creator, man, call me if you get, what's called? Call me if you get lost. Yo, Tyler's weird, but he can really rap, though.
Yeah,
we're going to feature, he did the intro on DJ Drama. I really like that. Boy, Tyler's crazy.
Yeah.
He let a fan out. So this morning, we're going to get into some drama. Let's open up with what everybody's going through. I feel like it's apocalypse now. There was like, shout out to all the fast food workers, to all the STM drivers, to everybody that still has to go into work if there's an apocalypse. Everybody's at McDonald's. Everybody's at Pizza. Pizza Hut, there was like 50 people last night. Good thing I ordered early. Did I miss something with the gas? Why was there a big lineup for gas? The gas was like 162 last night.
I think people were just panicking.
So, like we all know, we must have got a different type of freezing rain, like the Avengers must have came down. Because I'm like, didn't we get freezing rain throughout the winter? This one was different. Trees on my street. There was 2 trees on 2 cars.
It was, someone
that's not supposed to be
died.
there. What do you mean somebody died?
Someone died. They got hit in the head with a branch.
What?
Yeah. Dropped dead.
This was a different kind of ice storm.
It was different. And you know what? It was like, I kept calling it a mini ice storm, but like, it caused a lot of damage for a mini ice storm. You know what I mean? There wasn't even major snow like the one in 98 or anything like that. It was like, it was light, but I don't know, man. I still don't have power.
400,000 people still won't have power for the next couple of days, according to Hydro Quebec. So, if y'all remember, I know some of you, what's the younger generation now? If you're in 20, they're like Gen X?
Is it Z?
I don't know. Whatever, if you're between 20 and 28, you probably were a little bit too small to remember this, but in 1998, we had a crazy ice storm. It was a major ice storm. It was the craziest one since 1961. It deposited around 30 to 60 millimeters of ice on us. We had precipitation for about 5 days in that last ice storm.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
serious.
That's crazy. I remember making bagel and, and cream
This
cheese
is why I don't
in the oven.
understand. This is why I don't understand how there's so much of a power outage this time compared to like when the last time was way serious. You know, like what are they doing with these power lines?
And it's funny because Hydro, I didn't put it in the news, but Hydro is actually increasing their fees. And I've been saying this for a while. I think we need to take a deeper look at what's going on in Hydro Quebec.
You know, critical analysis or something.
We need an independent commission or something on what's going on in Hydro Quebec because you think they'll be better prepared for these kind of situations by now.
And the amount of power outages that we had last year just randomly. Like,
you got one job. You got one job. Keep the lights on.
You know?
But I'm really scared for the elderly because I saw whole complexes like elderly homes. The whole complex just has no lights.
Yeah, I checked in on my grandma. Check in on your old folks. Check in on the seniors, you know.
Yeah, man, we need better contingency plans. But it does feel like apocalypse now there. Like everybody was at the grocery store. Like I'm like, is this the final days? Is this how we're gonna act during the final days?
The next day, everyone's coasting because it's like 10 degrees.
but it did bring an interesting problem to the table as well. Because you saw your internet start messing up. Oh, the internet's funny.
My data was not working. I was in the house. I said, it's going to come on same day. So I stayed in my house, using my data. Data wasn't working. Everybody's on the server. It was crazy. Then I seen it got dark. It was like 7 o'clock. And I'm like, man, let me go on out of here, before I get caught up and can't see nothing.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. So everybody's out there. You still don't have power and somehow you're listening in your car. Because when you think about it, when you lose electricity, your car's the only place you can charge your phone.
Yes. I was too lazy, though, I'm like, yo, my phone's dying. Let me go to my car. I'm like, yeah, that's like the last resort.
Your car is the best place. So over the weekend, it was Gala Dynasty. I called the Black Oscars. Everybody came out looking beautiful, man. Shout out to Lambo. I want to call Lambo. Lambo's out there looking like Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, I saw that.
X-Fam had the matching blazer to her dress. What I love about the Gala Dynasty is to see beautiful Black people in the entertainment industry of all facets coming together. Mm-hmm. We dress nice. People are getting saluted for their hard work, and that, it's a good look, man. Yeah. Shout out to Gala Dynasty and all of them. Shout out to the big homie Tracy Paul. Tracy Paul's she's in like 1 billion pictures.
Oh my God, she was running things. Tracy, we see you.
She's great. She's great. I want to go into my trip to Dallas. If you bear with me a little bit this morning, but if I go into that, I forgot last week, man. I forgot to shout out our biggest benefactor. I think it's because my brain is wired differently sometimes in the morning. I forgot to shout out Kaya Pesh, man. Kaya Pesh is our biggest benefactor on the Morning Detour. They gave us Bota Pota for 2. Giveaway for the fundraiser, and it came with wine and cheese. They could have just gave a regular massage, but it's we're gonna add the wine and cheese.
Through just on a regular data support,
So Patricia Terry, I apologize. Last week I forgot to shout you guys out. You guys know you guys are part of the Detour family. You guys are deep in my heart. Couldn't do a lot of things without Kaya Pesh. So shout out to Kaya Pesh for their continued support of the Morning Detour. So over the weekend, I was in Dallas. Oh boy.
He's gonna give us the juice.
Oh boy, Dallas, Texas, boy. First of all, let me shout out KP panel. KP throws the biggest after party for the women's Final Four. So the day before the championship game, the Saturday night, throws his major party. The dude threw a thing at Hero Bar. Hero Bar was crazy. It's like a half a block long. Screens everywhere.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3.
We went too far into me. He had screens everywhere on the joint. 2,000 of the top elite basketball women and coaches from around the country in one place. Hero was next to American Airlines Center, which is the major arena where the championship game was going to happen the following day. Great event. Always smoking, man. To see beautiful sisters from around the country celebrating.
Weezy was in the cut.
You know what I mean?
Weezy was in the cut.
Yo, shout out to Shein. I came out with the Shein, came out with the Burgundy New Balance. You know what I mean? Linked up with some of the black engineer girls in Dallas. Shout out to the homie Charmaine. So every time we go, every year from city to city, so every time we go, me and my cousin E, we always go to the strip club. Yes, I know some of y'all in the car with the kids. Anyways, nobody has school anyway. So y'all some mature morning show. So we always go to the strip clubs in different cities that we go. So last year we did Minneapolis, next year is Cleveland. So this year was Dallas. I didn't go to the ghetto strip club.
Are you going to give us the uncut version? No. Is it going to be censored? PG-13?
We didn't go to Ecstasy. Ecstasy is like where the rappers and stuff go. I'm not trying to drop a band on these chicks, right? But we didn't go to the ghetto one where the strippers got gunshot wounds in their body.
My God.
We went to one right in the middle. We went to Cabaret North, Dallas, Texas. It was a BYOB.
A BYUB.
It's BYOB strip
exotic club.
All black girls.
Oh, God.
It was amazing. They were smoking blunts in there. It was a great vibe in there. No,
hold my spliffs.
I bought weed off.
Catch this bubble.
I bought weed off a stripper. She had to dig in her plastic bag. I felt like I was in a Drake and Future music video. It was crazy. Listen, I didn't feel no racism. This is the second time I've been to Dallas. I've never felt no racism any time I go to Dallas. So maybe I gotta go to the outskirts. But Dallas, beautiful people, clean city. Of course, I had a steak. Shout out to Ocean Prime. Very expensive steak. That really changes. It's amazing. It was
Look
crazy.
at you living it up.
Listen, let's not talk about your 3-week vacation to Miami with every baddie from a Fabulous video. Let's never start with you.
Lit.
So let's get into the drama. Why You Mad is the name of our episode this morning. LSU gave a whoop ass to Iowa Hawkeyes for the Women's Championship. About 9.9 million viewers. It beat out so many different men competitions as well. The storylines, the drama. So let's get into it. Angel Reese, MVP of the game. She was, I think she was formerly at Maryland. She moved around. Even, a lot of the players on LSU was like a mixed bag of nuts. Like, they've had a lot of obstacles in the NCAA, in their NCAA life structure.
Yeah.
So it's good to see them come together and win this. So all throughout the year, Caitlin. So you guys don't know, Caitlin is the star of Iowa. They call her the mini Kobe Bryant. She shoots from everywhere. All season, all tournament, she was talking trash to people. She talks trash to South Carolina. Well, that's a Don Staley-led team. Don Staley, former WNBA star, highest paid black woman coach ever in NCAA history.
And she's looking fab. You see how she come through?
Listen, you don't see her at the game with the throwbacks?
Changing the game, coming through with those fits. We see you.
But so Caitlin Clark, the star of Iowa, it felt like Caitlin Clark was like the modern day Larry Bird. It was like she was like the great white hope. Because women's basketball and basketball in general it's a black dominated sport. So I'm not trying to be racy here this morning, but it's a black dominated. Typically most of the stars are black. So Caitlin Clark, she stands out. Iowa's, they run like this Princeton offense. Everybody passes the ball. It's all love, right?
Yeah.
But this girl is shooting from everywhere.
Yeah.
She's talking trash to everybody.
Yeah.
And let me correct some of you white media in the States. That little face thing that she's doing, that's not from John Cena. That's from Tony Yayo,
from Tony Yayo. John Cena.
You don't know the culture.
That. Yeah, John Cena confirmed that.
Yeah, so the whole tournament, she's been talking trash. She's waving off people. They call her the queen of shit talking. So it's all good. So every time she beats the team, she does this.
It's fair play.
She does the Tony Yayo hand thing. Angel Reese puts the hands on her now. LSU beat them now. So
bad sportsmanship.
She does it back to her. Classless, bad sportsmanship. They're on Angel Reese. But what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yo.
So how come Caitlin Clark could do it, but Angel Reese can't do it?
Listen, to me, is the fact that they blatantly did that in our faces.
Yeah.
Had the pictures juxtaposed against each other. One person doing it who's white, one person doing it who's black.
Yeah.
And it's a problem for the person who's black. This is the life that we live out here. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh.
The media called Reese's gesture as classless and unsportsmanlike. Generally with no mention of Clark doing the same thing and being lauded for it.
At the beginning of the same game. The exact same hand sign. One did it at the beginning of the game. One did it towards the end. And, it's the one that's black, obviously, that gets the backlash.
And to add more assault to injury. I don't know how to say this morning. Joe Biden, the president's wife. So typically when you win a championship in any major sport, you get to go to the White House, which is something that we got to discuss on the show.
Yeah.
So typically the winning team go. I've never heard of a non-winning team getting to go.
Yeah.
Jill Biden suggested that Iowa should come too.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
But they refused it. Angela Reese and them refused it.
Yeah, nobody wants to go see them. Like when Trump was in office, Trump was giving out like Big Macs. So I could get that on my own. I'm going to the White House, make it special, but also too, it just kind of take away from the vibe. It takes away from the mysticism of winning a major championship and going to the White House. Now you want the loser to come too because, and we know what it is. I'm not trying to be racist. We know what it is. But it could be two things. It could be the race thing and gender thing, right? Because in the WNBA, you know how long they've been like arguing and fighting to have equality to the NBA. Notwithstanding, it's like it comes with the views, right? Yeah.
Most of the viewers are male. right? A lot of women don't watch WNBA compared to male who watch sports, right?
But everybody watched this final.
Everybody watched this one, though. So, for me, I think it was like, I don't know, maybe it's because it's a women's team that are like, oh, let's bring both. I don't know. But like, it wasn't a good look. It wasn't a good look. It goes against their own standards, trying to do something new, to make the losing team feel good?
Yeah, so now Jill Biden, she walked it back a couple of days later. She says she called it a joke on Monday. She walked it back to us. But Alexis Morris, who was like the star of the second half, she hit every mid-range jumper in life. And even her too, she's had some back and forth too in NCAA, and to see her finally win and finally triumph was a beautiful thing. Just seeing people overcome their obstacles was great. She requested that Michelle Obama were to host the LSU team. I like that. I like that.
That's much more. And don't forget that Caitlin even said that Angela Reese was doing her thing as a great player.
She grabbed every rebound. She grabbed every rebound. Now. Well, Caitlin Clark still dropped 30 points, so she still did her thing, but they lost. Yeah. So you got no love, Caitlin Clark. You still lost. My last point here, how did you feel about women showing bravado? I love the fact I got to see like women basketball players, white or black, just talking shit with each other, getting up each other's face, being competitive. It reminds me of like
playing ball in the park. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And I don't know why certain people in media don't want to see women play that way. Like why do you want to keep you guys in the box? Like it's basketball. We talk shit. It's not because a finesse sport. They even talk shit in tennis.
It's gendered. I don't know. They have a problem. But like you have to highlight the fact they have a problem when it's from a black female. Because there's already the stereotype, angry black woman, this and that.
Well, they showed their ass right here because Caitlin Clark was running through the tournament doing the same thing. Doing the hand gestures, all good. But the minute she loses, it's just like Steph Curry, right? Steph Curry does the shimmy. Westbrook does the rockin' my baby. When you get a move on them, you do their move back to them. That's what you do, ball. You gotta love the spite, man. But women's basketball is in a very, very good place right now.
I swear.
Women's basketball is in a very good place. South Carolina will be back next year. South Carolina got all these tall ass chicks, man. That's crazy, man. I love Dawn Staley, man. But also the coach for LSU, man. Shout out to her, man. That's our 4th championship. Yeah. I think on 2 or 3 different teams. So it was a great weekend, man.
Yeah, it really was.
What were you up to over the weekend? Because I know you be speaking with the president and Trudeau and what's going on.
My weekend was low key. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I needed a good repos, and I got it. And I'm a strong, I strongly believe in rest. I feel like in this day and age, we're always on the go. It's so hard to have real, genuine rest. You know what I mean?
Well, there's a study, and it's actually made by a black woman that says that naps are good in the middle of the day. They say naps are good. Like
then you wake up at 9, it's dark. You think it's the next day. Yeah, you're in 2025.
That happens to me all the time. Stop watching Star Trek before I go to bed. I'm telling you.
2025. Like, what is going on?
So much on my city. Keep it locked. We're gonna jump into some new DJ drama off his new album. I'm really like that. I love that verse by Tyler, the Creator, on this one. When we come back, we'll do some local and international news. The Morning Detour with Weezy and Tata every Friday morning from 7 to 9 on the mighty CKT 90.3 FM.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
Legendary, yeah.
DJ
Bunny Hop. Once upon a time, 2006 if I had to guess, Weezy F Baby was proving to us he was the best. I was kick pushing and diamond dollars right on my feet. Saved up every penny, sacrificed any meal I could eat. Dedication 3, the prequel broke my shell. That summer was dedicated to me. Nice boats in arenas and 20,000 singing Beamer. I'm seeing numbers, I'm doing the Macarena. My big homies picking they planes based on the mattress. Your big homies hoping these women claim them on taxes. Google my net worth and I laugh. That's just a fraction. These ideas are stuck in the air, straight doing backflips. Sweet Georgia Peach on my couch, I ate her. The new crib come with a theater. Hi hater, I bike around way back to Hove. Hi neighbor, I didn't want to deal with a mortgage, it's all paper. Big spender, the garage is for big fenders. It's T-Baby, red vehicle, wheel bender. We was drinking them Shastas, now we leasing our masters. Don't you ever forget it's gangster grills, gang bastard.
Money overseas, count bands on the boat. Money on me, I got bands on the boat. I'm counting hundreds on hundreds on hundreds. Swimming in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Money overseas, count bands on the boat. Money on me, I got bands, I got bands, I got big bands. Shawty pressure, I know how to make a pipe down. Get money and turn it to a lifestyle. Remember when we had to turn all of the lights down? New beginning, yeah, I'm shining bright now. Baby, on my wrist, I made him do a double take. Switch up on me, you regret it, that was your mistake. She a model, but I'm taking off her clothes. She a model, but she wears Play-Doh. If I want it, I'ma go and get it. Oh, get money, think I overdid it. So many bands on me, bands on me. I need you to dance on me, dance on me. Shawty, come give me company. I got time, I got luxuries. Tell them that you're brand new, tell them I'm a baller. You ain't gotta worry about nothing when I call you. Trust me, baby, I know what to do with it. Wrist flooded like I got a pool in it. Money overseas, got bands on the boat. Money on me, I got bands on the boat. I'm counting hundreds on hundreds on hundreds. Swimming in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Money overseas, got bands on the boat. Money on me, I got bands, I got bands, I got big bands.
Celebrating every second, let me show you how. Time to stand up on the couch and try to roll a ounce. Money to the ceiling, guess I'm trying to hold it down. Eddie Murphy money, call your boy the golden child. Diamonds on my neck, diamonds on my neck. New year, new money, so you know what's next. Shawty on the list, shawty on the list. Rolling on the wrist, rolling on the wrist. In the CLS. In the CLS, Khaled on the FaceTime, screaming we the best. Blowing thick smoke, call it big smoke. It's the big fish yachting on the big boat.
Come give me company. I got time, I got luxuries. Tell them that you're brand new, tell them I'm a baller. You ain't gotta worry about nothing when I call you. Trust me, baby, I know what to do with it. Wrist flooded like I got a pool in it.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
Thanks to everyone who donated to CKUT's annual funding drive. Your generosity truly helps keep our engines burning. It's never too late to donate. You can do so by calling 514-907-9424 or going to ckut.ca and hit the green Make a Pledge button at the top. All paid entries will be entered into a grand prize draw. You can pay your pledge and pick up your gift weekdays between 11 to 6 p.m. or by appointments. Call 514-907-9424. Thank you.
Not what I got. It's what I do with what I got.
On Saturday, April 8th, 2023, More Entertainment and Utah Promotion want to take you back in time when dance was nice as they present to you Memory Lane, Raytown Style. Inside the Caribbean Food Factory, 5311 Dave Maisonneuve West, featuring live from Jamaica, DJ Smurf, alongside Montreal's own Mark Cashin and DJ Nicholas. Tickets $25 more at the door. For info, contact 514-803-1774. Saturday, April 8th, 2023, Memory Lane, inside the Caribbean Food Factory.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
Yes, Montreal, my city. 7:31 in the morning. We are in apocalypse now. It's crazy. Oh, man. So let's do some local and international news. Oh, the beat was kind of low.
Yeah, I was like, can I hear?
No, you good.
Are my ears right?
You can hear it. I think I tuned it too low. But, let's jump into it, man. A lot of melee going on. So, petition calls for Quebec provincial police officers to team up with social workers on mental crisis calls. So, a group representing Quebec provincial police officers says members should be accompanied by social workers when responding to calls involving people who are violent and have a history of mental illness.
Agreed.
I'm pretty sure this was in the initial report we gave to the police 5 years ago.
Agreed.
And we probably wouldn't have lost the life of our brother right here on Maisonneuve.
Yeah, Sheffield Matthews.
Man. So now, because there was an incident now they're like, you know what? it might be better if we have social workers with us, right?
That's what I'm saying. But as for those of you who don't know, I'm currently pursuing my MSW, and this is something that we analyze a lot, right? Because in order to defund the police, you need to put those funds somewhere.
Yeah.
And for for when it comes down to the Mental Health Act, there's community treatment orders, right? So that allows people with serious mental health issues to remain in the community. But they need supports to remain in the community. They need appropriate supports. And police and law enforcement have become like primary gatekeepers. Right. They're first responders. And they have in countless surveys done on, especially the Ontario Police Division, they stipulated that we are not trained to be able to identify if someone is in mental health distress. We're not trained to identify the symptoms, right?
But yet you're responding to calls.
But you're responding to calls, and they have the choice to either detain you, bring you to a hospital immediately, or put you in jail, right? So there needs to be some sort of community workers or practitioners there on site so that they could really look, is this someone who has a community treatment order? Is this someone that's maybe not following their treatment order? So that they could really plan out what's the best steps for them.
But check out the caveat. The association is also asking for stricter protocols to be put in place for offenders who are mentally ill and potentially dangerous when it comes to their release, including better follow-up.
That's definitely what's needed. But it's also cultural. There needs to be some type of cultural sensitivity. You could have follow-up, and there's a lot of, like, let's say, immigrant people who have mental health issues, and their practitioners don't even speak their language. They're not culturally in tune to what's going on to them. They don't understand the fact that race-based trauma is an issue. Like, come on now.
There's been a 35% increase in the number of potentially violent calls between 2018 and 2022. I don't even know how they quantify that. Like, it's just been violent everywhere.
Yeah, and people with mental health issues is overrepresented in jails and in prison.
Speaking about violence everywhere, did you see? Let me pull up the report. Did you see what that they kidnapped two guys?
Oh my gosh, the worst thing. Listen, man, everyone asked me for my Snapchat. I don't have it, but do you know that I seen the video live? Someone showed me the videos live on their Snapchat.
So what we're discussing was Montreal gang members were kidnapped in Anjou, brought to Toronto, then tortured, burned, and sexually assaulted.
They were forced to sexually assault each other.
Is this Shatas? What's going on? Listen, is this belly? Like, what's going on?
I was so pissed because, like, my peoples know, don't show me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a weak stomach, you know? And just like live seeing it, and, the other person kept saying, but when they want to talk about things, they want to mention black people in Montreal. No, right? This was not black people at all. But they didn't specify that in
they did. I didn't know that. It wasn't black people.
It wasn't black people at all. Okay? Well, and they carved stuff in their backs, Anjou in their backs. They had them on a mattress and they forced them to perform sexual acts on each other. It's nuts.
Yo, that's not the way to go. This gang life, it ain't for everybody.
It
ain't for everybody.
These youngins in the street, they're different.
Make sure you understand what you sign up for, because this game is not friendly at all.
Not at all.
Okay, let's talk about more issues with our government. So Quebec is on track to recruit 1,000 nurses from overseas. So launched in February 2022, Quebec's attempt to recruit 1,000 nurses from overseas is progressing, apparently. So hundreds of candidates are arriving from Tunisia, Cameroon, Morocco, Algeria, Lebanon, and Haiti, to name just some of the francophone nations being targeted in the operation. Do you feel the way about that? Like, we couldn't get Grenada, Jamaica, Barbados. We have some great nurses coming from the West Indies.
Wait, what are the areas? What countries did he specify?
Tunisia, Cameroon, Morocco, Algeria, Lebanon, and Haiti.
Okay, so they want to stick to French-speaking countries.
Obviously.
But what's going on? Whatever. The nurses union better come through for these people. You know what I'm saying? Because the Quebec government especially been dissing this immigration stuff. Dissing the immigration thing, right? Remember last year, like wintertime in December, they put out that thing that said, 80% of crimes and stuff is like, no, the 80% of the immigrants who come here don't work. Yeah, like, what?
They specifically come here to work and provide a better life for themselves.
And they come here better off than a lot of some people who are here, But now they want to go and cuddle up to them because they need nurses. I hope that the nurses union really advocates for these people to get everything they want. I hope they don't come here and end up getting screwed over. You know what I mean? Like, really, set their demands.
Well, let's not get too hasty now, because when the candidates do come here, they must undergo a French test and be evaluated by Quebec's Order of Nurses to ensure they have the requisite skills level. The order then issues a personalized training prescription for each candidate to accelerate their training once in Quebec.
So, listen, they should start that from once they're overseas so they don't come here and waste their time.
I have an issue with the number 1,000 nurses. I don't think that's enough.
It's not.
I think it's a drop in the ocean.
I think they're doing it as a first trial run to see.
Okay, I get you.
Instead of having 20,000 nurses, and then you realize you get here, do the training, and it doesn't add up.
Ah, boy, Quebec. I love to see our province ran by black people for once. like just like give us a year. There would be
an exodus.
No, just give us a year. I just want to see.
There would be an exodus. Watch.
So if you guys don't know, April is World Autism Month, and Montreal teen author considers her autism a blessing. So it's an opportunity to improve awareness surrounding autism as well as celebrating differences. One student at a school south of Montreal is breaking stigmas and gaining admiration. Annabelle Adewuni, I apologize if I didn't say her last name properly, but Annabelle has published her first book and proves that people can achieve a great deal despite their challenges, Global's Phil Carpenter reports.
Yeah.
So that's great, man. She wrote a book,
I tell you.
Getting people more comfortable with autism. I'll try to get her on the show, but listen, I can't miss no more school.
Bringing more awareness to these issues is a big thing, Black communities with dealing with mental health issues, neurological, diversity, and various disorders. It's hard for Black people to even identify, and it's hard for Black parents to identify that, okay, my child has autism, my child has a disability, my child is neurodivergent, right? And to be able to get those supports.
But even more so, just removing some of the stigmas, right? People already have all these ideas about people with autism.
Yeah.
They're slow, they're stupid. They're actually highly gifted.
Oh my gosh, neurodivergent people are so smart.
Y'all need to go watch Rain Man.
Yeah.
Because the brain and the body is such a beautifully complex thing, right?
Exactly.
Like, so like if you lack one thing, another part of your body is heightened, right? Like people that are blind, they say that their hearing is augmented, right?
Yeah.
So people with autism, whatever they're lacking, they have much more of something else, right?
Yeah, so it's a total different way of viewing the world, and I find it so beautiful. Like, especially when working with clients who are neurodivergent, the way they see things, even their way of sensory processing and everything like that, little things that we wouldn't notice, it makes me think like they're definitely using parts of their brains that we're not.
And what's important too, with parents that have kids that have autism, early detection is always better. I have a few family members, my cousin Kendra, her son, he has autism, and she caught it early, put him in speech therapy. Now he's doing great things. He's a great builder. They're very highly creative people. Early detection is always best, right?
Yeah, so they don't face that stigma, the barriers, the obstacles. It's traumatizing to try to fit in and feel so out of place.
We'll try to get some people representing autism up here this month, April's a beautiful month. I think that, maybe I'm biased, I think a lot of people that drive Teslas are assholes. I mean, you drive too. You never noticed that?
Listen, I hate Teslas. Okay.
Well, a Quebec man said he's lucky to be alive after fire erupts in his Tesla. His Tesla lit up on fire. A Sherbrooke man says he barely escaped with his life after his car mysteriously burst into flames. Your car should not do mysterious things. There's certain things like, I need to be reassured. Listen, I want the world to be eco-friendly. And I was just listening to a podcast by Jordan Peterson talking about just nature and stuff like that. There's other issues besides the ozone layer. Right?
Don't get me talking. Like, you want to talk about eco-friendly? Listen, a lot of the stuff that you guys use that you claim is sustainable and your electric cars, you know what I mean? They have people working in sweatshops. They have Africans digging with their hands to get these minerals from the ground to build the electronic pieces of these electric cars, right? And what about that? That's not sustainable. You know what I mean?
The Tesla's crazy. What apparently isn't sustainable anymore, the US dollar is under all around attack. I tell you that, we might be on the verge of a next world war, but it might be digital, Tata. So
the US is digital.
So the U.S. sanctions on Russia after its invasion of Ukraine has generated a strong reverse kick. World's largest countries with the biggest economies are moving away from payments in the U.S. dollar and increasingly using local currencies for trade. Among these countries are Russia, China, India, Saudi Arabia, and Iran. And China holds a lot of America's debt, and I guess some of our debt as well. And I don't, I'm not an economist. But I like to think that our Canadian dollar is kind of tied up with the U.S. dollar a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I was talking to, and I said they better flush that out. Because listen, even if you think about the BRICS thing, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, they represent the largest developing economies that's been growing and was formed in 2009. China's coming through, and all these other nations, using their own currency. Listen, I seen someone said something that the only reason why Christianity and white Jesus is the biggest thing is because it's the biggest thing sold, it's the biggest thing bought, right? The US dollar, Western culture is the biggest thing exported. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to squash that in order to balance everything out, and that's what these countries are doing. You know what I mean? They're minimizing that. They want to do trade in their own currencies. You know what that means, yo? If you watch the stock market, check any stock that has USD at the end, and I guarantee that it's going up.
Yo, that's such crazy.
If it's USD in the front, it's going down, baby.
And, you know, Tata wanted me to talk a little bit about digital money this morning. So what it is,
real.
how it works, types an example. So digital money is money in purely digital form. It is not a physical, tangible asset like cash or other commodities like gold or oil. Digital money can be streamlined, the current financial infrastructure, making it cheaper and faster to conduct monetary transactions. It can also ease monetary policy implementation by central banks. Examples of types of digital money are cryptocurrencies, central bank digital currencies, and stable coins. I never heard of stable coins. Digital, but let's remember, a digital money is susceptible to hacks and can be compromised user privacy.
Oh yeah, and once you use your key, listen, you ain't getting that back, especially if it's a cold ledger. Your girl knows these things. And the reason why it was important to bring up, because you see all the stuff that's going on about the Federal Reserve, the banks is no longer backed by gold, right? So it's backed by fractional financing, right? Which is nothing. Basically, they're taking money from nowhere.
Sounds like it's backed by nothing.
Nothing, you know what I mean? So right now, like,
we gotta get that yen going.
Under our eyes, since 2020 and even before, the financial system is crumbling, right? You know what I mean? You know all those talks in the news about people going and pulling out the money of their banks. ATMs are closing. People are saying no cash, just card. You know what I mean? They're trying to turn it into like a digital, a world just with digital currency, but you got to be aware of what you're using. Look at the Cash App founder. He was killed one day, and the next day the U.S. federal government comes up with their own Cash App app. Come on now.
Listen, I've been watching The Rabbit Hole with Keith Sutherland. I've been watching The Rabbit Hole. You know what I mean? You don't think there's like special forces thing there to kind of manipulate these stock traders and put them in back? Y'all need to watch Rabbit Hole. Yo. This thing is happening. I tell you, it's like Enemy of the State. From the minute I saw that Will Smith movie, Enemy of the State, I was like, okay. And then we had Snowden come out and was like, yeah, they're really watching us.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, they're really watching us.
Come on, look at TikTok. TikTok in the fine print.
You guys are killing TikTok.
It's watching y'all. All these apps, you don't read the fine print.
They're collecting all the data.
Okay, call me old school if you want. I don't have that many apps, you understand? Because that fine print, you got to read it.
So we live in a new world, a new age. So preschoolers prefer to learn from a competent robot than an incompetent human.
A what now?
So preschoolers prefer to learn from a competent robot than an incompetent human. So according to a new paper by Concordia researchers published in the Journal of Cognition and Development, the study compared two groups of preschoolers, one of 3-year-olds, the other of 5-year-olds. The children participated in the Zoom meetings featuring a video of a young woman and a small robot with a humanoid characteristics. I can't even say that word, probably too much later.
Characteristics.
No, it's too much consonants back to back with each other. So basically they're saying, because we live in a new age, we're trying to find different ways to kind of like educate our young people and try to see what's the effect of having our kids being taught by robots. This is the early years of Star Trek.
You see what they're doing now? They're doing a tester on y'all children just to see if they can replace teachers with robots. That's really what it is.
And they're already underpaying them, so it's crazy. So it quotes, I'm going to quote the journal saying, it is important to emphasize that we see robots as tools to study how children can learn from both human and non-human agents, concludes Goldman. As technology use increases and as children interact with technological devices more, it's important for us to understand how technology can be a tool to help facilitate their learning. Yo, boy.
If only you could see how my eyes are rolling right now.
Yeah, we're going into that Terminator age right now.
It's a bad comparison. How about if they had the variables were like a competent robot and a competent teacher? Because I think anybody would choose competency over being incompetent, right?
Yeah.
So like if they had that, like let's do the experiment and see if it's a competent robot has more value to preschoolers than a competent teacher. But if you take an incompetent teacher, how many of us grew up with incompetent teachers? You know what I mean?
And I also feel like a robot too. I think one of the things that I guess we can all agree on when it comes to artificial intelligence, they can't really read social cues and emotional cues. Like how can you identify that this student is at risk and stuff like there's like emotional feel that a human being has in being receptive to another human being. I don't think you could teach machine stuff, but you can't teach them really how to feel.
Let's hope they never do, because the minute they do learn social cues, it's over for us. It's over for humankind.
Tata the consultant. This weekend, we gotta call Big Will later on the show, see what's going on. Because yes, the Easter comedy gonna happen in tonight.
Yeah.
Akeem the Comedian's on there. And then we have Reminisce on Sunday. DJ Sir D, you know what I mean? The big homie Mr. C's coming into town. So I wonder if that's still going on, because if half your people that's coming to your party have no lights and can't bathe and shower, it's not really a party, is it?
Listen.
Give me back my
electricity. Give me back my electricity.
Oh, man. What a morning. Okay, so let's go to our Gardens of the Galaxy mix. This morning, our mix is brought to you by a friend of the show, J.E. Buns. A nice little, I took this from his Sunday footwork vibe. A nice little, little house, a little bumpity bump here as you guys chill at home. I saw somebody from my job message in the group. Was like, she's at work? Well, we still got work. There's no surgeons in this morning. I don't know what's going on. But keep it locked. The Morning Detours, Weezy and Tata, every Friday morning on the mighty CKT 90.3 FM.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
J.E. Buns in the mix.
La STN vous souhaite la bienvenue à bord.
See us together, but it don't matter, no. Beside you, anytime under the weather, baby, we can always go. If I gotta pull up on you, slide in the late night in the skies, you know I can pull up.
Y'all know what we doing, man. It's your boy J Bun. We out here having some fun. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Sliding on the covers, they don't wanna see it happen, but we say fuck it. They don't wanna see it happen, but we say fuck it. Alright. You know I go pull it.
Classy, Uncle Luke, drink nasty. We're trying to make it, my baby daddy. Got me bouncing on it, I'm acrobatic. You got me riding over it, bitch. Up and down all on that spit, but them girls can do you like this. So I heard you out here looking for me, and I wanna know if it's true. You've been looking for love, and I've been looking for you. I want you to be my baby. Settle down, then get you a baby. Put it down, make me like a crazy. I might need to change me, boy, I can't arrange it. I never love you like I love you. Say you never take my love away. Say you never take my
Montreal, my city. You're not listening to the sweet sounds of J.E. Buns. Friend of the show, J.E. Buns. Catch him on SoundCloud. You know how we're doing things. The Morning Detour. Let's go.
Friend on liquor, kissing in the mirror, trying to take them picture. Baby, I ain't nothing like a nigga. Looking at the chain, telling me gotta get bigger. Girl, you just got your ass in. Coming right behind you like an ad-lib. Ooh, that doctor did magic. Brand new body, I forgot you had kids. Make it happen. Butter that junk like a rabbit. She keep it P, you can grab it. Hey, you ever seen a bad bitch get ratchet? She twerk. Her whole girl scared, she nervous. You need a perky, take it to the back, let's see you squirt. Let's make us a movie. I don't wanna see nothing but booty. Mad cause the whole girl choosing. Told baby girl, just chill, we coolin'. She bad. I'm trying to be your dad. Ooh, that little bitch snatch. I'm trying to hit it from the back. You bad, make it bounce. I'm trying to see what you bout. I don't even walk with my tool out. Shaking that ass, getting too loud. Little bitch it down like a stripper. Take it to the back, make it even through my zipper. Get butt naked, I'm a tipper. Young rich nigga tryna house to a strip club. Her friend on liquor, kissing in the mirror, tryna take them a picture. Baby, ain't nothing like your nigga. Looking at the chain, telling me gotta get bigger. Little bit down like a stripper. Take it to the back, make it even through my zipper. Get butt naked, I'm a tipper. Young rich nigga tryna house to a strip club. Her friend on liquor, kissing in the mirror, tryna take them a picture. Baby, ain't nothing like your nigga. Looking at the chain, telling me gotta get bigger. Let's take us a shot. I'm trying to see what you got. Ass keep going like a clock. She keeps saying that dick on a clock. Look at this skinny bitch working. A little bit petite, but that ass is perfect. Pretty ass titty, she short.
J.E. Buns in the mix.
Oh, your butts no limit. Got that masterpiece. No limit, baby. Give you that black car. No limit. Just know when you roll with a nigga like me, there's no limit, baby. Make it say, no limit. I see murder that. No limit, baby. Give you that ghetto D, girl, no limit. Just know when you roll with a nigga like me, there's no limit, baby. You know you fine. Tryna make you mine, tryna make you mine. You know you fine. Tryna make you mine, tryna make you mine. No limit, baby. Make you say, no limit, baby. Make you say, no limit, baby. No limit. Got that masterpiece. No limit, baby. Give you that black car. No limit. Just know when you roll with a nigga like me, there's no limit, baby. Make it say, no limit. I see murder that. No limit, baby. Give you that ghetto D, girl, no limit. Just know when you roll with a nigga like me, there's no limit, baby. I still want your hands up on my body. You still make my heart beat fast. Ferrari with me in the wave again this morning. Do you still want me? I still want your hands up on my body, 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 on my body, 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 hands up on your body, 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 body,
You gotta tell J.E. Buns just cool. Tell J.E. Buns just cool, baby. Shout out to everybody on the YouTube, on the Twitch, on the Facebook, Detour 504. Every Friday, the best morning show in the country. Weezy and Tata every Friday morning. J.E. Buns, you do what you do, baby. Let go.
Like she asleep, we should try to sleep the whole week. I'm like, oh, nah, let's go. Hands I don't even fucking know. They wanna know why they count them if I make them. I ain't bring them, I ain't gonna shit, but I make them wanna know why they love them up some up. Like what is the reason? Just try to stay the whole week, stay the whole week, stay the whole week, stay the whole week, try to stay the whole week, stay the whole week. Like she stay the whole week, stay the whole week, try to stay the whole week, 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 stay the whole week. Just try to stay the whole week, stay the whole week.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
Okay, well, welcome back to the Morning Detour. It's not my
we
segment.
both looked at each other. We're like,
not my segment,
yeah,
though.
we both looked at each other. Anyways, yo, what's up, guys? You know, it's your girl Tata with the hip hop urban news. First on the list, we got Kanye West. He's in the media again. You know what I mean? Kanye West went on through a little disappearing act and he came back a little bit, but right now it's his Donda Academy that's under fire for allegedly only feeding students sushi. Okay, me personally, I wouldn't mind But yeah, they come under fire due to their dietary restrictions. So TMZ obtained a copy of a lawsuit filed by 2 black women who are suing the Through the Wire rappers Embattled School for allegedly firing them on the basis of their race.
No, hold on.
Listen, wait, let me get there. Just a back run. So the 2 women, their names haven't been released. They also claim that they were fired because they reported education, safety, and health code violations to the authorities. The women said the only lunch option available for students is sushi every single day. And students are not allowed to bring any outside food or drink except for water.
No. This is Kanye school. We're going to treat it like a movie theater. That's right. We serving fresh fish. They never said it was bad sushi, though, did they?
No, they did not say it was bad sushi.
You know how expensive good sushi is? You know how expensive good sushi is? You know what I mean? Kanye wants his students lean. Isn't magnesium good for the brain? Like, you know, like... Yo, you could sue for anything in the States. It is absolutely
it's crazy.
bonkers,
like
right?
Some of the other allegations include that Kanye West's alleged refusal to allow classes to take place on the 2nd floor because he's afraid of stairs, and that no one was allowed to wear jewelry simply because West didn't like it. Anyway, back to the sushi thing. Hey, listen, you know he probably has a chef up in the kitchen and everything like that. He probably having the finest sushi you ever tasted in your life.
You know what I'm saying? It's some good sushi.
Yo, listen.
You kind of lost me with the 2nd floor business. I'm trying like, Kanye's afraid of heights?
Yo, you never know, right? Next up is Lil Dicky. So Lil Dicky has been confronting his penis insecurities in hopes to inspire fans to live their best life. Okay? This is some real thing now. You know what I mean? Because, you know, there's a lot. I don't know because I'm not a guy, but you know what I mean? Yo, okay, let me...
No, I got commentary. We're going to have to start drawing a line for celebrities. Like, I understand we live in an information age. I understand everybody wants to buy into your story. You want to know what your life is really like. We don't need all the information. You know what I mean? If you feel insecure about, you know, your personal member, your little Dicky, you keep it to yourself, man. It also takes away by celebrities oversharing. It takes away from the mysticism about them. Why do you think some people love Jay-Z and Beyonce so much? Yeah, they're major celebrities. Yeah,
because they don't know nothing about them.
You don't know nothing. Like, you're always wondering.
Yeah, well, definitely not with Lil Dicky because the rapper spoke about his dysfunction.
So he's not packing?
Listen, hold on. He spoke about a dysfunction during an interview with Billboard because he has this upcoming show on FXS called Dave. And he really wants people to live their best life. So he said that he often shares the embarrassingly personal details that he incorporates into the show. And he said that it's been therapeutic for him talking about his penis disorder. So he said everyone has their own struggle in life, and he really wants people to see that he's dealing with his insecurities about his penis in a proactive way. So it definitely isn't the first time that Dicky, so you get the name now, Little Dicky, is for a reason. He spoke about his penis issues in 2021, and he touched on how the fact that it was disfigured as a result of a childhood surgery.
Let me tell you something, man. When I had that, I don't know, that episode with Molly and it messed me up, as a man, mentally, you get messed up. Like, if you can't use your personal member the way you want to use it, it messes up your whole ego. Trust me, I went there. For like a month, it was just like discombobbled. And then you start asking yourself as a man, like, what is my utility to the world? If you can't have sex with girls, no, but think about it. Like, I'm just going to work and buy fancy things. One of the beautiful things about life is that we can have sex with each other.
Yo,
that's one of the most beautiful things. Like, and until that ability is removed from you, you never really appreciate it the way you need to appreciate. Trust me, Tata was there for a month. I couldn't do it.
Like, I was
gonna kill myself.
Stop
if you cannot use your penis and have sex with women, then you feel useless. Well, and nobody wants to admit that.
That's why he's saying it's therapeutic to talk about his disfigured penis.
That check from his show, Dave, is therapeutic. Dave is a great show
too, for sure.
Come on, stop it. No real dude wants to get up here and say it. If you can't use your penis, you feel worthless as a man.
Well, that's good to know.
You know what? We should do the penis monologues.
There's a pussy monologue. There's a vagina monologue.
But how come there's never a penis monologue? Like I should go, now my mom's calling me now.
No, Mama, it's a real thing. Mama, it's a real thing. Vagina monologue is a real thing. So next up is Young Thug. One of Young Thug's co-defendants claimed that Donald Trump is coming to get him out. Okay. So one of Young Thug's co-defendant in the YSL RICO trials claimed that Donald Trump is going to help him beat the case and regain his freedom. So Jaden Myrick told Judge Glanville at a court hearing this week that he wishes to represent himself in the trial and has begun studying law. He also said he's been receiving legal advice from former President Donald Trump, who is also, might I add, currently dealing with legal problems of his own.
Criminal charges.
So he kept talking about how he's not a regular inmate. He'd be with Joe Biden and Donald Trump, and they talking to me. So the judge was confused, definitely, and ordered a mental evaluation for Myrick to be completed within 48 hours. So if it's determined that he can't stand trial, Myrick's case could be severed, bringing the number of remaining defendants in the YSL case down to 13.
I blame Meek Mill for this. Meek Mill beat the charges. He's running around with Kraft and Jay-Z and all these guys. Now everybody thinks they can do it. Everybody thinks that their political affiliations can get them out of jail. Trump is under indictment. And a lot of people think that this whole Trump indictment thing is because the Republican Party, they don't want Trump to run. Because a lot of people, his approval rating is all the way through.
Oh, especially right now with the dollar going down?
Oh, man. Yeah, they want Trump to get back in there and rectify his thing. Because, Joe Biden, a little slippery. How old is Joe Biden?
I don't know, 100?
Do you feel there should be like an age limit on presidents?
I don't, because look at black people. Look at black people. Like, how many black people do you see? They're like 80, 70, still going like they're 45, 49.
That job aged Obama like crazy. When Obama went in there.
Maybe he just stopped dyeing his hair, though. Come on, realistically speaking, I know how you black men are.
I'm not afraid of the white hair. I'm like, God damn it. All that tells me
that my time. I see it coming in on the side. It look good.
Yeah, my time is numbered. I know. I
haven't caught a gray hair yet.
Well, how are you going to see? Don't you have a locks in there?
I don't care. You can still, for all the people with locks, you can see gray hairs, okay? Don't front.
I don't know why Brendan wants to interject into this conversation.
Listen. But, okay, if you get married now.
Right.
Would you get a prenup? Let's say the Detour in the future is big and bossy.
Hold on. Let me pause the beat for you. Let me pause the beat for you so they can hear us clearly.
The Detour is big and bossy, flowing, incorporated, everything, money flowing, in and out, sideways, up, down, everything. You get married, you have like a good 25 milli, just in a Detour, 30 million investments, total 100 something milli you're going in. Would you get a prenup?
I cannot print the prenup fast enough. I already have it on the phone ready. I cannot. And I think it was like in my late 20s. I started asking women about like, how do you feel if a man would ask you for a prenup? And a lot of women get offended by it. I just like to protect myself. Yes, we could be in love. Yes, we could connect. But things go sideways.
Yeah.
And I'll just like to protect my investment. You know, whatever. I like a vibe where whatever we come into the relationship with, you leave with. Yeah. If I came with my things, you came with your things and stuff. But a lot of people feel differently.
Hey, for all the women who don't agree with it, the smart thing, get on the payroll. Once you're on the payroll and you become a business partner in the business, and you're not just clocking in the funds, but you're actually putting in the effort too. Once you're on the payroll, it changes because you're a part of the business now. You know what I mean? If you have a business together, you're rolling as one. You're a team. You're a partnership. Yeah. That's different. But you know what? To each their own. Me, prenup, okay, depends on what end I'm on. You know what I mean? But
it shouldn't depend on what end you on.
No, come on, man. You saw my face. Like, no, I'm 100% for prenups because the girl got her own money. You know what I'm saying?
You look like a woman that will definitely like. If we're gonna go to that movie by Steve Harvey. What's that?
Which one?
Think Like a Man, right?
Okay, yeah.
I feel like you're that actress. Which one was the actress that was with the guy that was on the come up trying to become, but Michael Ealy is trying to become a chef, whatever. I feel like you're like a boss chick woman that'll get the guy that's like the aspiring rapper or artisan, and he's working from home.
That.
No.
Been there, done that.
No, but you haven't been there with the super big bag, right?
You build a dude. you type of girl that'll build a dude.
Yeah, build a dude, right? Yeah. I view you as a chick that'll build a dude like you could be like you're gonna be major successful and your guy, he's coming together.
Yeah, I'm a build a dude type of girl. You know what I mean? No lie, because when you're so focused, not everybody's on the same page as you. Yeah. But like in another note, so in regards to prenup now, Adele wants a $340 million prenup before she's saying I do to her fiance Rich Paul.
Shout out to Rich Paul, man. Rich Paul with Adele, man. That whole LeBron camp doing big things.
Listen, that's caused tension within the relationship, but get this. You know who been provoking her to get this prenup?
Ooh.
Her girls.
Of course, of course.
She's reportedly taking advice from her inner circle by making her soon-to-be spouse sign a $340 million.
But why would you be afraid of that?
agreement.
Because Rich Paul got M's too. He got major money.
Yeah, but you know his net worth. I think it's only at like 120 million. And,
only at 120
okay,
million.
well, compared to Adele, you know, she's at 220 million. She has properties worth 30 million in the US and 14 million in London. So together you can see she's almost at 300 million.
As a woman, does it turn you off when a guy pocket watches? Because I heard a story over the weekend.
Don't get me. Don't.
This is the morning show, right? Okay. Yo, I heard a story over the weekend. I was at dinner. This chick said, and you know, this chick's accomplished, right? She's like, okay, this guy from church asked me on a date. Not only this, and I think they met at the spot. They went to a spot like typical to like Applebee's. You think I'm gonna take a professional chick to a place like Applebee's, like $20 a plate? I'm not doing that. We're grown adults, right? He takes her to the place and the bill comes, right? And then the server goes, okay, one bill, and then he goes to the girl, no, two, no, okay, no, we get two bills. How you invite someone on a date and then want to go Dutch on the bill?
You know what I do? Girls, take a note from me. You know what I do? When I go on a first date with a guy, I offer to pay for the bill. One, because I'm trying to change that narrative.
Yeah.
I don't need you to pay for me. And also, it's good to have one time I pay, one time you pay. But it's also to see what type of values you have. Because some men, when you offer to pay for the bill, they'll be like, hell nah, I'll pay for the bill. Yeah. Some will be like, oh, for sure. You know what I mean? And then you can
Does he get a second date, the for sure guy? Does he get a second date?
So one time I didn't even get a second date with a guy who he talked to me after. He's like, I didn't like that feeling at all, you paying for my bill. You know what I mean? He's like, I didn't like the way it made me feel. So now I ask guys before, I would ask, I'm like, are you okay if I pay the bill? Are you comfortable with that?
But I totally get that. You know, some guys don't feel, I feel demasculated.
Yeah, no, but for real. And it's like.
But if I as a man ask you as a woman out to dinner, I'm not expecting you to pay for dinner. I'm asking you out.
Yeah, so back in the day, that's how we rolled. You know, if your friends ask you to Mickey D's, that means they're paying for the Mickey D's, you know? But in this generation, people don't roll like that. So it's like first dates, I like to break the narrative and I like to ask in advance. Mm-hmm. But the pocket watching thing, listen.
Talk to me.
I have never, ever, ever, ever been around a man who was constantly talking about women are gold diggers, women are this, women just want money. Only one. And I have this theory, right? Dudes who have experienced poverty, dudes who have experienced being broke, like real broke, not just financially, but mentally broke. Okay? Because it's different. You could be broke financially and still get up, right?
We got to do a special on that. Mentally broke.
Mentally broke also. They have this thing that, like, obviously they must have been treated a certain way in regards to women and maybe felt lesser than. So they're always like, women are gold diggers, women this. And I was just like, I was in a conversation with this guy. I'm like, I've been with men who made only $24,000 a month and they were still buying me shit. You know what I mean? I've been with guys who made a lot. I've been with guys who made not a lot. Brokenness is a mentality. You know what I mean? Say where this man's making like over 100K and he's still moving grimy. You know what I mean? So all those YouTube videos that you be watching of guys dissing women, calling women gold diggers, is because they don't have it like that, boo. Go and find yourself a man who has it like that if that's what you want. You know, and it doesn't even matter the amount of money they make. Like I said, the guy could be making 30K. It's just his mood. It's the vibe, how he is. You know what I mean?
Oh, listen, man! Shout out to the brothers out there that are emotionally rich. Shout out to the brothers that are mentally rich.
Mentally rich.
Because sometimes, you know, I think one of the things I battle as a man too. I feel like if I'm not in a certain financial or a professional position, I don't want to talk to a certain kind of girl.
Yeah, I know some of my boys are like that too.
But
some girls feel like that too.
Oh yeah.
Listen. When I was looking at Hinge, I was looking at some guys, and I was like straight up like, okay, he's out of my league. And I was talking like that with my boy, and my boy's like, talk about self-sabotage. He's like, this is so new coming from you. I'm like, no, realistically, I'm just saying out loud some of the feelings that you feel. It's the same thing with guys when they're looking at girls and like, oh no, she's out of my league. She has all her shit together. You know what I mean?
But then there's a lot of guys and women out there that's like, yo, they just shoot for whatever. They could have like 2 buckets and a Crocs,
and that confidence is banging.
And they're trying to talk to the CEO chick. It's like, bro, I give it to them. Man.
Realistically, that's how we have to do. We have to go for what we want, not go for what we're at. You know what I mean? Because just because you're at a level that you feel like you don't have it together, Doesn't mean like you're going to be at that level forever.
The consultant. Well, that's another thing too. Some people get comfortable. You know what I mean? If you're at a lower case and your partner's at a higher case, you might get comfortable, man. She making the bag. All of a sudden you want to start a book and a mixtape from home. You're building a studio in the basement.
If you have the means, do it. That's why I made a post the other day. I said to thrive is to grow. If you want to remain in the same spot, get yourself someone who wants to remain in the same spot. If you go for that woman who's a CEO, even if you're cleaning the streets or something. Yeah. Go for whatever you want and just hope that the person embraces you. I'm not like, I should take my own advice. Tamara just don't want to go for no one, okay? But no, on to the next. Do we have some more time?
Yeah. That major topic about that group thing, we'll play some music, we'll come back to it. But you could do some more news.
Just on the Rihanna thing. You know me, I love me some Bayesian spice. Tamara is half Bayesian, half Jamaican. I'm Caribbean, in my roots. So anything that happens to Riri, honestly, it's just a thing. It's
no, do your thing.
Caribbeans unite right now.
Same how I feel about Kanye. Do your thing, do your show.
Caribbeans unite right now. So she unexpectedly paid 2 years of a man's mortgage by renting his house during Super Bowl. Okay, so Rihanna gave one homeowner a major mortgage boost during Super Bowl weekend and dropped $500K. Okay, just to rent a mansion in the town of Paradise Valley in Arizona, as she prepped for Explosive's halftime show performance, which I watched with my clients. I had two of my Haitian clients by me. I had my laptop out. We're like, we singing it. We're all in it. So the homeowner is named Spyro Malaspina, and
he sounded like he already had money.
Listen, I scrolled down to see. Yes, he did. He purchased the home for $7.3 million. That's why I'm like, how is it $7.3 million and it's only 2 years of mortgage is $500K? So that means out of that $7.3 million, he must have put down like a $5 million then. You know what I'm saying? So the man already had money, but he said that, his pride is not that big. I don't mind moving out for $500K. Listen, I would move out for $500K too.
Yeah, listen, Rihanna, you want to come use the spot? I'm with it. Real quick, when Rihanna first came out, I didn't know how she was going to coexist in the same space as Beyonce.
Yeah.
And to see her just carve out her own thing, get her own money, like create her own label, which is the Rihanna brand. It's a beautiful thing, man, that they could both. Because I thought Beyonce had this whole game unlocked.
Yeah.
There was no room for anybody.
I'm not going to lie. Umbrella, wasn't really feeling. I was a ghetto girl. Like, Umbrella, Ella.
Yo, it was in every AT&T commercial.
I was like, how do I dance to this? How do I flow to this?
Get your umbrella, get your leotard.
Listen, but I love Riri, especially the fact that she went back to Barbados to have her child. I feel that's very important for all of us, you know what I mean? Especially who have heritage, who were born here. It's like, I think reconnecting with our roots is primary, especially to our identity.
Okay, let me play some new DJ drama. When we come back, we're going to talk about this Facebook group. It's a Facebook group.
Oh, yeah.
What's it called?
Are we dating the same man?
20,000 of y'all be on this group. Y'all are mixy as all hell in Montreal. We'll talk about it. Tata want to dive in this morning. We'll dive into it. I'm going to play some new DJ drama. This is a track actually featuring Nipsey Hussle and Jeezy. Some people saying this is one of the best Jeezy verses in a long time. Top 10. I think so. Let's jump into it. It's the Morning Detour.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
Yeah. Take me right there. Yeah.
Legendary.
Right. Why? OJ. Yeah.
A dedication.
Yeah. Yo, Rick. Why?
The marathon continues.
Quay. Nah.
DJ drama.
Count the snow up, call my name, I'm gon' show up. Young, pop, go up, quarter pint, soda. Now, picture me rolling. My V12 is twin turbo. Fuck with that Gallardo, but the Rory out the Ferdo. Yo, boy, verbal, we handle your curb up. Police can't control us, they just react to these murders. Tape y'all niggas off, be back in the morning. Last time was a walk up, now we popping out the foreign. I'm sticking to the script, y'all got too many stories. Talks like a bitch, we got too many Morris. Loose lips to sink a ship, break the levee like New Orleans. Always moving silence, except when I'm recording.
We was raised different, it was no excuses for your age. Ain't no excuses, nigga. I stick to the script, now it's age. But it's no love in the streets, it's just some pain in it. But I was made in it. Yeah, we was raised different. You can't see the track when you still caged in it. Hell no. I stick to the script, it's not a page missing. Not one more. There's no love in the streets, it's just some pain in it. But I was made in it.
They buried take off today. Let me pay my respect. Plus the Star's anniversary. You just don't be next.
Easy on Tell the boy Jeezy, easy baby. It's that new DJ drama. I'm really like that. Let's go.
How you wanna play it? Cause it's all in the game. You motherfuckers saw what happened to light skinned Jermaine. You nobody till somebody kills you, nigga. And it ain't no guarantee that they gon' feel you, nigga. It's the side with the trauma. It's gon' heal you, nigga. Don't get caught up in the hate cause it'll kill you, nigga. See, I woke up this morning. Rain coming down. 20,000 square feet, nigga. And not a sound. Can't tell you motherfuckers what a lease look like. But I can tell you motherfuckers what this piece look like. And I came from the block with them 7s and 8Ks. Show you how to break a half thing down in 8 ways. That's you and the baby 8 times, my nigga. Look, around the corner, you wasting time, my nigga. Hustlers and mercenaries, them corners is legendary. Murders ain't talking Larry, them prices, them bitches vary. White ain't talking dairy, Mariah ain't talking carry. My co-defendant making me nervous, he talking scary. We was raised different, nigga, it was hard to do this song. Sipping reminiscing by Nip, my nigga gone. Damn.
It was no excuses for your age difference. I stick to the script, it's not a page visit. But it's no love in the streets, it's just some pain. But I was made in it. Yeah, we was raised different. You can't see the track when you still caged in it. I stick to the script, it's not a page visit. But it's no love in the streets, it's just some pain.
No motherfucking love. Play if you want to. You can't tell me a thing about a motherfucking thing, nigga. It's raised different. Yeah. Blast, Jeezy, Drum. It's just raised different.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
8:20 in the morning. We get Mixie, Weezy, and Tata, the new host of the Morning Detour.
What up?
It's about to get real AJ and Fish up here. We're not going to do too much of the Bow Wow and Roxy. I think we more AJ and Freddie on them a little bit. Best morning show in the country. Hip hop, urban. We doing all the news. Let's get into the mixiness, boy. Talk to me about this group now, boy. I'm sick of this madness.
When the beat dropped, for some reason in my head, I was thinking in like a British voice. You know what I mean?
Boy, you get me? You get me, fam? We're still waiting for that new season of Top Boy. I ain't gonna hold you.
First of all, there's been listen. There's some of you guys know, most of you guys maybe don't know, most of you guys maybe do know. There's these dating like group pages that are online on Facebook that's called "Are We Dating the Same Guy?" Montreal, Sherbrooke, Quebec. Okay, listen. People have been doing lives on it. There's this guy, I think his name is DJ Slim or something. He's been doing lives, so putting the women on blast, right? And he's been passing through some of the photos of the guys who are on there and focusing more on the comments by the women. But then highlighting the type of women, and I was with my boy, and my boys are like, "Oh, I know that girl. Oh, I know that girl. She's a lawyer. She is." So it's like all type of women are in that group. And then they recently did another live because one of the guys, a guy found out that his photo was in the group, and he had a private investigator. He had a lawyer to find out who posted it, and it turns out to be a friend of the family that he said, was once close to him and got in a bad relationship, right? And when we were talking about it, you said it reminds you a lot of the dirty.com.
Yeah, sure does.
And you know what it had me thinking about? The dirty.com, a lot of stuff was posted by men. Men posted a lot of stuff about women on there, naked pics about women, all that stuff. And now there's this group, and men are butthurt.
Yeah.
Men are they're mobilizing. And shout out to Tammy T.
This girl said they're mobilizing.
Tammy T's been she's in the group too. I'm not in the group, mind you, but she's saying that she made a post that said if this group was around 12 years ago, she wouldn't have gotten pregnant by a married man living a double life. life, right? But she continued to say the amount of men, black men, Haitian, and English, French in Montreal that mobilize against this group, Facebook group.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, why aren't you guys doing that for police brutality? She said, why aren't you guys doing that for issues when people are getting shot in hospitals and stuff like that?
Yeah, because a lot of those things don't affect someone's ego. Like some of these guys, their ego, it's all an ego thing. Okay, so okay. So you got your journal. So let me jump into this. First of all, the dirty.com was highly divisive. If you've ever read the about section, like how someone gets the post up there, there's no vetting process. So I just thought, like, if somebody hates me, they could just create this post and thing. I'm not saying everything that's up there is true. I'm not saying everything up there is false. I think it's highly divisive because there's not a vetting process that's really sifting through what someone is saying is accurate or not accurate. Now, with this new group here, if it was a group shedding light or like showing people that's like sexual predators or pedophiles, I'll get all that. But like, even the whole premise of the group, are we dating the same person? It's like, bro, you should do better. But we're also banking on the fact that people are going to be honest with each other.
Yeah, and some some of them are just there to disturb the peace. Don't even know the person, probably like the person, probably know the person talking to somebody else. But mind you, when I seen some of those photos, I was just like, in my head, I said, yep, I could told you that. Yes, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Me personally, I think if this, okay, if I'm in a relationship with a guy, if I don't respect you, like for me personally, I feel like to post you, like this is just my opinion. Like I have girls who would post guys in that group, but for me, it's like, ew, like I must not even like you if I'm gonna post you in a group to have other girls disrespect you and like for my name to be attached to a bunch of disrespect coming your way and then go back to you and cuddle up with you at night. Like unless I'm breaking up with you or like it doesn't make sense. Like me as a woman, I wouldn't feel comfortable. How could you feel comfortable putting your man on blast? Because I'm pretty sure some of these women, they say, are we dating the same guy, right? So in your head, it's like you're already dating this person. So you're putting someone that you're dating on blast for public scrutiny. To me, that's a little bit disrespect.
No, the level of petty in the city is out of control.
But at the same time, y'all dudes, we know who you are. You've been trifling since we were 15 and you're 30, 35, 40, still trifling. You understand?
Okay, so
come on now.
Okay, so a lot of these women on the site, they want to be the moral police, right? Like you guys want, like, see what you just said? You want these guys to feel the hurt. They've been cheating on girls since high school. We know who they are, and now you want them to feel the pain.
People want to know. Some people are curious. Some people are insecure. Some people just want to know, am I dating the same guy? Am I dating? Hey, listen.
That's just
my previous long-term relationship. If that, listen.
Wait, so you could have used the page?
It would have saved a lot than having a bunch of girls make fake profiles to come message me. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to give a warning to people. Be very, very careful. A man that feels like his ego is shaken could become very, very violent.
Hey, listen, a girl
watch out for that.
A girl too.
No, for sure.
In my last relationship, this girl was so hurt. She made fake profiles, started adding church members. You understand?
Don't add church members.
She started adding everybody you were friends with to share your business, to put you on blast.
Yeah,
it's not just a man thing. When the ego is hurt, period.
They want to assassinate your character, right?
I had to go have meetings with the pastor. Come on now.
Stop it.
Come on now. Why you put me through that?
Do you feel that group should be deleted? Do you think it's highly divisive?
Listen,
or do you think that there's like some good that can come out of it? Because I don't see what good come out of people.
I think it's like good for some people because I even seen one video. One guy said, yes, I was on the Are We Dating the Same Guy page. And yes, I was dating some of you heifers at multiple times. That's what the man, he made a video of it saying that, yes, he said, but now I am a changed man and I'm done with all of you. Yo,
I found God, boy.
Yo, what? So it's like, you understand, like, I understand for some people who may need reassurance, that's on them. But me, it's like, yo, if you doubt your person, just be non-exclusive with them.
Yeah.
If you want to stay with them or leave.
Now everybody's ready for that conversation. You need to that non-exclusive thing, that open thing. You know,
listen, y'all is cheating anyways. Y'all is cheaters anyways. If you like, this is so weird. This is like the whole monogamy thing because people would rather be in a monogamous relationship and cheat on their wife, cheat on their husband, cheat on their girlfriend, cheat on their boyfriend, right? That's not monogamy. If you're cheating, it's not monogamy.
It's an open thing.
It's an open thing. So just be straight with it. Say, I want to be non-exclusive with you and run the thing. Give the person the choice. Cheating removes the choice.
You're using big words on these Jamaican dudes. Not exclusive. Well, no, but exclusive.
Listen, cheating it's all about choice. If you remove the person from having the ability to choose, you're manipulating the situation for your own benefit. Give the person, be honest, be truthful. Give them the person the opportunity to choose what they want to do. Stay or leave.
Listen, we're too young for the madness, man. Actually, we're too old for the madness. too much young boy movements going on. That group is crazy. But let's play some music. Coming up next, we have DJ and production duo Gold Up coming on the show. They have a new tape out. Introduction is the new album. They work with dancehall's iconic figures, Shensia, Busy Signal, and Sean Paul, to name a few. Elephant Man too, so that's what's up. So let's play some music. When we come back, it's the Morning Detour. You know how we do things.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3.
Oh, 06. Yeah. 06. Don't get no hell on my bitch. Nigga, it's that 06 Gucci man. Molly nigga gone off a pill. The nigga walk around like Superman. Somebody come him down, he about to shoot the man. Nigga, this that 06 Gucci man. My trunk won't be still. I'ma play the music loud as the music can. You don't like the way I'm riding, catch an Uber in. Yeah, nigga, let's go. Feel like the flare, no 6. Yeah, long ghetto hair on my bitch. I came from there, I want shit. What they do? Now they sit there and stare at my whip. Okay, I can't even put it in park. Nah, somebody damn to get hit. I need somebody camera my feet. She ran over her man, he a G. And you can throw my bowl on the floor, I'm a dog. Nigga damn near a pit. I don't think none of them niggas with it at all. Nigga damn near a bitch. None of them. Only about when it's spring, summer, fall, without my hand on the stick. And I politely pull up in a brand new car and hand over his bitch. Nigga, this that 06 Gucci man. Molly nigga gone off a pill. The nigga walk around like Superman. Somebody come him down, he about to shoot the man. Nigga, this that 06 Gucci man. My trunk won't be still. I'ma play the music loud as the music can. You don't like the way I'm riding, catch an Uber in. Yeah, nigga, let's go.
I feel like it's me in 06 and 07, 08, and even 09. Still hard to kill. The last nigga tried. Go ask him, he didn't survive. I was sitting in the county. The niggas I fronted and helped, they ain't send me a dime. These niggas be kept. The way I was trapping went platinum before I was signed. Deep up, I stayed out of my mind. Still was ahead of my time. And I was the man in the middle, but messing with profits, you thought it was mine. And everything top of the line. Ain't nothing ain't changed, I'm still in my prime. I make it look easy. These niggas some copycats, they'll do whatever to shine.
Niggas that 06 Gucci man. Molly nigga gone off a pill. The nigga walk around like Superman. Somebody come him down, he about to shoot the man. Nigga, this that 06 Gucci man. My trunk won't be still. I'ma play the music loud as the music can. You don't like the way I'm riding, catch an Uber in. Yeah, nigga, let's go.
Turn on. Pistol whip your mans. She eat the dip with both her hands. Pouring up walk, I'm trying to stand. Clap at the ox like I'm a fan. I got a dub for my advance. Hit for 100 on more than that. Long little shawty low, bitch, I'm the man. Home invasion, we trying to go lose some. Put his face on the stove, thought he knew something.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
Thanks to everyone who donated to CKUT's annual funding drive. Your generosity truly helps keep our engines burning. It's never too late to donate. You can do so by calling 514-907-9424 or going to ckut.ca and hit the green Make a Pledge button at the top. All paid entries will be entered into a grand prize draw. You can pay your pledge and pick up your gift weekdays between 11 to 6 p.m. or by appointments. Call 514-907-9424. Thank you.
Not what I got. It's what I do with what I got.
On Saturday, April 8th, 2023, More Entertainment and Utah Promotion want to take you back in time when dance was nice as they present to you Memory Lane, Raytown Style. Inside the Caribbean Food Factory, 5311 Dave Maisonneuve West, featuring live from Jamaica, DJ Smurf, alongside Montreal's own Mark Passion and DJ Nicholas. Tickets $25 more at the door. For info, contact 514-803-1774. Saturday, April 8th, 2023, Memory Lane, inside the Caribbean Food Factory.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
Yeah. Montreal, my city. 8:34 in the morning. Coming up right now, they are the top DJ production team. Canada, France, based out of Jamaica. Everywhere's going up We got Gold Up on the show. Good morning, sir. How you doing, Ralph?
Bless. Good morning, everyone.
Listen, listen. I know you white, but your Jamaican accent is beautiful. Give me some patois in the morning, Ralph. Give me some juice. You had some bun and cheese yet? Okay, you know a Good Friday.
Yeah.
I look a fish and thing this morning. Saying.
Sorry.
No, you had some fish and thing this morning. Some fish and bread this morning. What's going on there in Jamaica, man?
Aki.
Look, you know, Ralph got money because you know the price of Aki went up. Ralph, you're moving units.
How long have you been in Jamaica? How long have you been living in Jamaica?
I moved here right before the Corona started, so about like 3 years and a half now.
Okay, but from your accent, it's clear that you've been there before. Like you've been staying maybe for a few months out of the year before, or did your accent didn't just come in 3 years?
I think a hard time to hear. Sorry about that. Can you repeat the question?
No. Have you lived in Jamaica before you decided to settle permanently?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because I used to live in Canada for like 6 years, so I was going back and forth with in Jamaica until I'm like, all right, that's really here that I need to move now.
Okay. Well, let's jump into the madness. I don't know who's the DJ and who's the production guy, but let us know what is Gold Up, because Gold Up, you've worked with people like Busy Signal, Shensia, a lot of the iconic people in the dancehall stratosphere. How did Gold Up kind of come together here?
All right. So before I was playing under Satina Sound, that was my sound.
Mm-hmm.
We play a lot in Montreal, and I was into Sound Clash, right? So I was doing like Clash. I clash in Toronto, Montreal, in Europe. So that's really what brought me to Jamaica at first to voice the plate and going back and forth and have some recording session here in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day I was like, it wasn't really bringing me anywhere. I was spending money on the plate and I had all the artist link. But I was like, so I should take a new step and start production because I have the links now.
Yeah.
And I heard somebody in Montreal was making already reading for Cartel, Mavado, Popcan. So I was like, who is this guy? I want to meet him. So we had a common friend. So we added each other on Facebook. And then it ended up as Zach, right? So Zach posted one thing on Facebook one day saying like he's looking for a grabber. And I just came back from Jamaica, so I had grabber.
Yeah, the grabber always bring people together, boy. Shout out to grabber.
Yeah. So basically I link him. I'm like, yo, bro, let's link up now. And we talk, I'm like, I'm looking for somebody that, because he was making rhythm, I'm looking for somebody to create like a label.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, that's really all we link up. And we had a first project with Ibama in Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
It's Preach, that when Preach brought him.
Yeah.
So I link Preach, I link Zach. And from that time, we never stopped.
Gold Up, baby. Gold up.
It's a blessing really to have you this morning. Like, it's such a refresher to hear like Jamaican accent, but in Jamaica. And same thing with like when I talk to family from Barbados. I love it, But I just wanted to ask you because, on your site, you mentioned that, Gold Up music, it infuses dancehall with Latin music, Afro beats, and electronic music. So what really motivated you both to infuse all the different genres?
Well, so as I said, like the fact that I'm a DJ and I was playing around the world, I'm really like inspired by a lot of different influence, right? And we also know the states of dancehall right now on the worldwide map, which is like the sound that right now is in Jamaica and that's popular in Jamaica is really dark. And that's not really what we wanted to go with. Like, we really want to make the world dance, the world enjoy themselves. And the best way we find to make it work is to bring different influence that is actually mainstream right now in our production with like Jamaican artists to also represent the culture,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so talk to me about this. I'm looking at the numbers. 7 million streams on Spotify, 2 number 1 songs on Apple charts, multiple trending songs all over the globe. You have the new album, Introduction. It's featuring dancehall's iconic artists. Talk to me about this introduction. Was it hard for you guys to to get some of these dancehall iconic artists? Are they easy to work with? The Shensias, the Busy Signals, the Sean Pauls. Are they easy for because you guys are two white guys coming into this black dominated kind of culture thing? Was it easy for you guys to connect with these artists on this level?
Well, no, it was not hard because
you brought the grabber.
It wasn't hard because I think I made the right move to move here, and I actually showed them that we were professional and we know what we were doing.
Yeah.
So once we have like a first project, then the project did good. It opened doors for another project, and it was just adding up until like right now it's still unreal to me because I'm almost friend, with these artists that I'm working with, that I grew up listening with when I was a teenager. So it's a blessing still. And sometimes I just trying to hold back and think about the whole story and the parkour and where we are right now.
Yeah.
And it's a blessing though. It still feels unreal sometimes,
Who has given you the best studio session? Was it Busy? Was it Sean? Was it Shensia? Like give me one of them Jamaican. It's late night. We have the Red Stripe, the Ray Nephews bubbling. Everybody got the grabber. Give me that studio session with Shensia. She's in there. You know what I mean? Give me the uncut. I feel like you guys like the Jamaican Puff Daddy. You got records nobody's heard before. You have some unreleased joints. Give me that beautiful. Give me your favorite studio session in Jamaica with some of these artists. Let's tell some stories.
Well, always the best memory I have. It's like we have 3 songs with Busy Signal, and every time we go in the studio, it's like I never see somebody working like that. It doesn't even write songs. Just go listen to the rhythm, go to the behind the mic, and start record the song. And almost every song was finished in 10 minutes.
Off the top of the head.
That's what was hard to work with Busy because it's just you can use so many different type of rhythm, so many type of different vibe and flow. It's it's very hard to find just one rhythm for Busy, So we have that. Then Mr. Vegas 2 was a good time. Elephant Man is the funniest one.
Yeah, we can picture that for sure.
What did he wear? Okay, give me the Elephant Man story. What did he wear when he came to the studio? Was the hair crazy? Was it purple? What color was it?
To do what?
Elephant Man, what color was his hair when he came to the studio? Elephant Man, be wild.
No, Ellie is a sample, man. It's really how you see him on the social media or on media. It's like this. It's not playing a role or whatever.
He's really like that.
It's literally like this,
That's
you get what you see. Well,
full of energy.
Yeah, exactly. And you've worked with extensive artists. Are there any artists that you plan on working with in the future, or that you both would like to collab with in upcoming projects?
If what?
Are there any artists that you would like to collaborate with on any upcoming projects or work with in the future?
Yeah, a lot of artists. Right now, I just came back from a tour in Colombia, so we have more and more artists that we want to work with on the Latino market. And in Jamaica, I want to work with Squash, Cartel. We have song with Vibes Cartel, but not under our label,
Okay.
We got to come get some of that.
And then a lot of female artists right now are really talented, and Stock Ashley, Moyan, Lani. I don't know if you heard about them, but there's a new wave coming, and I feel like the dark part of them soul is about to change right now. There's a new generation right now, and I think they understood what they need to do for the world,
Yeah, perfect.
So it's about to change.
And for those listening, how can they connect with you? Shout out your socials if you guys use an Instagram, your websites, anything like that, so that the audience can tune in.
Yeah, well, our Instagram is Gold Up Music, so GOLDUP music, and that's really where we post every day. So people want to know what's next and what's coming up. Instagram, Facebook is same thing, Gold Up Music, and TikTok same thing too. So we have all the platform and we active every day on it.
Perfect.
Let me tell you guys, man, the album is out. It's called Introduction. All your dancehall greats are on this one. Listen, Ralph, me and Tata are gonna have to come to Jamaica.
Oh my gosh,
and
yes.
take in one of them sessions. You know what I mean? I love to be there for that Shensia joint. I'll be in the corner of my red stripe. I might goat roti. I ain't gonna hold you. But you guys are great. I know your flight was because we got some ice storm. Much kind of different. But when you come into town, we'd love to have you in studio, connect with you guys. I think I've met Zach before at a dinner. I think we have some mutual friends. But I love what you guys are doing for the culture. Man, listen, man, keep dancehall alive, boy. I promise you. Gold up music.
To the world.
Really appreciate the strength. And I was supposed to be in Montreal tonight for a show, but it got canceled because of the weather.
Yeah,
So
trees everywhere.
In Jamaica. But we're soon coming on the Canadian tour. It's not canceled. It's just postponed for now. So you'll soon see me in Montreal.
All right, bet, man. So we'll link up, man. I've been talking to Ralph from Gold Up.
Definitely.
DJ production duo. Shout out to the boy Zach. Zach phone was off this morning. But you can catch their new album out right now called Introduction. You can follow them on all social media platforms. Gold Up Music. Ralph, be easy this morning, Say some Aki for the gal them, You don't eat all the Aki and bakes and grabber.
All right. Take care.
All right.
Thank you very much for having me, though.
Anytime. God bless.
Bless.
That's a great one, man. Listen, man, the stories, man. Okay, let's play some throwback joints. I think I have throwback joints somewhere here. And then we come back, we'll do some events. I want to call Big Will, see Big Will has something going on. But I think that's a new Vibes Cartel. Let me play that. All right, let's get that.
Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
Yes, Montreal, my city. 847. No school for kids. It's crazy out there. Still 400,000 people without power. Hydro-Quebec says it'll take a couple days. Oh, man. I'm going to call you. Hold on a second. I'm going to tell Big Will I'm going to call him, man. Big Will's wilding.
But we're going to go into some events, too.
Yeah, let's go to some events.
What's coming up and everything like that.
Well, on Sunday, we have Reminisce, Easter weekend, April 9, DJ Mr. C, Quite Sane, Star Q, DJ Quest, and amongst many others. That's brought to you by DJ Sir D. So I guess we'll have to call Sir D too and see if that's still popular. But we're going to call Big Will in a few. Paparazzi, April 29th. We should have power back by then. Shout to Risque
Spit out my coffee.
You got to get your dress for that, Tata. We got to go show out at that. Paparazzi. That's April 29th on Barbados House doing a cocktail party on April 22nd. Entertainment and some food. Always a good vibe. Let's call it Big Will. Shout out the next event you got.
Oh, yeah. So on May 6th, Born to Rise is having their rebirth. So for those who don't know, Born to Rise, it's an organization that uses storytelling to build communities that revolve around personal healing and development of the masses, focusing on areas of adversity, Black excellence, and griefs. So previously, Born to Rise had annual events where they would have speakers from the community, share their stories and really empower the audience on topics that, they've had to overcome, on trauma that was once a barrier to them, but they've used and turned into purpose. And, that's happening on May 6th at 9199 Rue Centrale in LaSalle. Okay. It starts at 5:30. And, your girl Tata has the honor of co-hosting the Born to Rise event this year, which is the Rebirth. So for all those who are interested, you could just go to Born to Rise. That's their IG name. They also have a website to purchase tickets. It's borntorise.ca. And just come out and support the communities, community workers, regular folks who just want to share their story. It's good to hear, to connect.
Shout out to Aisha Robinson. We're going to have her on the show May 5th. As an opener to the event. On the line, we have the promoter of all promoters, Mr. Big Will. What's going on, Big Will?
Good morning. Hello.
Morning.
Big Will vexed. Big Will's like, yo, I had to cook breakfast in the dark this morning. What's going on in my bay? Y'all got electricity in the West Island? What's going on?
Actually, in my area, we still have. I'm Bay, unfortunately, it's still off right now. So actually, we had to relocate my mom to Hawkesbury.
Oh man!
Because unfortunately, Montreal hotels jacked up their price from $99 to $298.
That should be illegal
overnight.
What do you say, Big Will? It's $298 for the hotel room now.
The same hotel that was basically $99 are now $298.
Oh, that should be illegal.
Yo, that definitely should be illegal.
There needs to be something about that. And when you're in a crisis, how the hell are you going to jack up prices? It's disgusting.
It's ridiculous. But,
I think everybody who sees that should just boycott those hotels. You see me?
Yeah,
boycott those hotels because they don't care about y'all.
So Big Will, what's going on, man? We're supposed to have an the Easter weekend bust. I'm trying to get bun and cheese. I'm trying to see some comedy tonight. What's going on?
Are they selling it across the
I got
street?
you. That's no problem. I got you. Come by the crib in the West. We got you.
Okay, I got my $20.
I got you, man. But unfortunately, with the comedy show, there's it's unfortunate that we have to cancel it because the venue is still out of power, and that's one thing. I mean, we thought of also switching the venue, but then again, there's a lot of our patrons, our supporters, that still don't have power. So now what do we do? Do we focus on the business side and tell, hey, it's whatever it is, or we refund everybody? So we decided that as soon as we found out this morning at 2:30. So anybody who bought their tickets you'll see that at 2:32 this morning, you got your refund in full. We found out at 2:30, and at 2:32 we refunded everybody.
Shout out to Big Will, man.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm
Shout out
saying,
to
man.
Big Will.
Yeah,
You care about the community.
Yeah.
Shout out to Big Will.
So that's what we're doing. We're trying to. We just want to do good business and whatnot. I mean, like we say, great accounts make great friends, and also in the email that we've explained to people, what we could do is we could make it up. I mean, we've refunded them the money, and at the same time, we're giving them discount on the next couple of events that we have to make sure everything runs smooth. And that's our way of apologizing because it's really outside of our control. So.
Yeah, boy, what a weather change,
I
man.
know, but West Island got hit bad, eh?
Yeah, West Island was really hit horribly.
I think Hydro likes you guys because you guys always get hit
Because
bad.
I had a few clients that I was supposed to have counseling sessions with in West Island. I'm like, I'm on the Zoom. They never joined. I was like,
I'm gonna apply for a job at Hydro Quebec. I want to go like you know how they do like undercover boss. I want to go as I want to be a mole. I want to go in there.
Just to see.
If I was in the police, I work for internal affairs. I want to find the dirty cops.
What y'all really doing?
I cannot snap on Hydra. They're really working hard, and I salute every single people that's trying to make it a better way. I mean, for the ones that are loafing, then bam, we could say bam bam. But the other ones that are really working hard, I salute you. I salute all of them and everything. So Montreal, look out. We have a few events coming up, and the big event that everybody's looking for is the big comedy show. So right now, Akeem is back in Montreal, which he was supposed to be on this show. And the next comedy show that we're having, actually, for people, just let you know, we are recording the whole show through my drones and everything, because that show will be trying to make a pitch just for laughs for that. So,
yeah, man. Shout out to Mike Jones. He's real good with the cameras.
Yeah.
So that's what we're working.
Watch
really
Big
hard on
Will trying to jump into that just for laugh. Yo, you're the Canadian Def Jam comedy. You like Russell Simmons in this. There's you and there's Wes. There's two of y'all. Y'all like Russell Simmons, Def Jam comedy.
No, but don't forget, there's myself, there's Wes, there's my brother Renzel Dashington. And there's also Wyland Brothers that are doing their thing as well. So we're really working hard to give Montreal exactly what they want. What the Montreal seat needs.
I gotta give Larry a call, man, because me and Tata need that DJ Puffy interview. But Big Will, we appreciate you this morning. I felt it was important for me to call you so you could update the people on what's going on this Easter weekend. Now I know you have the bun and cheese, so I will be making my way to the West Island later this afternoon.
I got you. In Montreal, I'm giving you a little scoop. On Monday, we signed the contract for the beach, so we're having a beach party coming up this summer.
Nice.
Well, Tata got her beach body ready, so she said she's ready.
My beach body coming in full effect. I'm working on the back
it's still
shelf.
loaded.
I'm working on the back shelf and the underdraw.
This girl in Dallas was like, my summer body's still loading.
That's exactly what it is. Summer body is still loading. Yes.
Big Will, we appreciate you this morning, man. Thank you for always being a part of the Detour.
Thank you very much. And Montreal, have yourself a blessed day and an amazing long weekend.
You too. Take care.
All right, man. Well,
I need to find bun and cheese now. So
are we still going to church then? Like, do I still got to take my mom to church today?
I have been out of church in 2019, but I'm trying to go to church this Sunday.
Yeah, let me shout out my dad. My dad's listening to the show. We feed Edmond.
What?
All I need to know, Dad, is the rice on deck? Is there griot for me at the house? Where's Monique at? I know my mom's there rolling her eyes.
No, but for real, the bun and cheese thing is real. They're not selling it across the street?
No, I think Miss Patel might have it. Yo, if you have the link to the bun and cheese, please
hook up the Detour.
Please send a message. You can't come in just yet, brother. We on the mic, bro. Hey, man, I'm trying to come in. We are live on the show. We have a couple more minutes, man. 4 more minutes. What you plan on doing this weekend? I plan on going to the Reminisce party on Sunday. I have a ticket for you as well, DJ Sir D.
Yeah, he messaged me. I work. Remember every other weekend because your girl's just a workaholic?
Yeah, but you come in after 1.
Yeah. Oh, I finished at 11. No lie. Your girl's a little bit of a social introvert. You know what I mean?
So what does that mean? You don't want to go socialize?
I get social anxiety.
Yo, you're the star of the top morning show in the country.
I get social anxiety. I have to be on a good vibe. I think you know what? That's why now I understand why people pre-drink and pre-party. You know what I'm saying? True. You get lit first. You get on a nice vibe. You're around a nice, entourage, and then you go on. I think that's the move. But lately, I've been so used to working. It's like, how do you even act when you go out now?
Well, now you're a radio star. Sometimes we got to go there.
So I have to come to and I'll wave my hand like a queen. Be like, hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah, we'll probably get around 1, see what's going on.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be doing the
You're dressing up?
It's just a hip hop party. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna wear some Serenity. Shout out to Serenity. That's the brand I'm rocking lately. Serenity. But we're probably gonna do it like that. No, we got to do Mr. Seek. I think we was waiting for his people to confirm. We're supposed to be doing the full length interview on Monday at the hotel with Mr. C.
Oh, looky.
Yeah, we're gonna get the Jay-Z stories, the Biggie stories. Yeah, we have to be the show that no matter who you are, when you come to Montreal, it's like I gotta pass by the detour.
Yeah.
Like kind of how Angie Martin still got it like that, but kind of how she had it back when she was at Hot 97. You have a new album, you have a new song, you gotta go see Angie.
Yeah.
If you have a new anything, you gotta come through the Morning Detour. Shout out to everybody's been hitting us up on the DMs, a lot of artists and all of that, because we do want to promote producers, promoters, artists, people that's contributing to the hip hop culture in this country, in this city. And then we want to do black entrepreneurs, all the black professionals. We want to shout them out as well.
Mm-hmm. And community workers.
Shout out to the community workers. Highly underpaid, undervalued, underrepresented.
We on the front lines.
Under a lot of things.
We on the front lines, man. We have our own mental health issues and we dealing with y'all's.
Yeah, shout out to the dudes on the block, man. These guys get up early, man.
Yeah, for sure.
These guys get up early, man.
Sure.
It's like
working. It's a very working community. They're doing things.
It's like they got a paper route or something. Fun and Drive went very well. I think we almost hit our goal. I think we're at 44,000 and change. Our goal was 45,000. It's never too late to donate. Shout out to Beverly Jack from Wild Young Rum Fest. He gave us a nice donation the other day. And shout out to everybody that's contributed to the show. All the shows up here at CKT. We are the front line between the people and the information. It doesn't get better than community radio. I think it's better than Beats and Virgin and CJD. CJD don't have no black people over there anyway. They have people come to and contribute, but they don't have the young voice. They don't have a Tata and Wheezy in the morning.
They don't.
It's a big check, man. I don't know what the numbers will look like to have us Monday to Friday, me and you together.
So they're like, hi, this is Monday.
But I'm gonna let you guys know we are gonna be doing live shows this summer. We're gonna come back with the Crew Love Barbecue. We are gonna go on the road. I want us to go to Halifax or Canadian Dirty South. I want to go back to Vancouver.
Africville.
Yeah, I definitely want us to do a show in Africville and just go reach the people
for sure,
and not just stay in the city. Is there anything that you like to bring to the table now that you're now that you have the big seat?
Me, I bring myself to the table. I bring myself to but for real, like honestly, I'm a multifaceted person, and I appreciate Weezy for giving me this opportunity once again. Just to highlight the fact that you can be versatile. So we're gonna bring you versatility, and that's what I'm gonna bring.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun, man. We're gonna have a lot of fun next week. Shondel's not here, so I think we gotta go back to CKT.
CKUT.
They're going to see T-Flex going to be there to help us plug in everything. But next we're gonna have a great show. Thank you to everybody in the city. For those still running, listening to the show on your phone and you have no electricity, prayers be to you because listen, those cold showers are not friendly. You know what I mean? Gotta warm up that water. I'm telling you this, man. But hopefully Hydro gets it squared away by Monday. It just sucks that it's a holiday weekend. All my West Indian folks, they want to go to church today for that Easter Mass and get your palms and all of that. But I'm looking for bun and cheese. That's what I'm looking for right now.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to go on a search.
Yeah, it's done. Oh, man. What a good show.
No, but for real, I really need to know where to get bun and cheese.